You have to give credit to the famous couples who have been able to keep their marriages mostly private. In the entertainment business, tabloids can write about just about anything. From the food that celebrities ordered from Postmates the night before to who they marry and get divorced and break up with. In this video, we'll talk about some married celebrity couples you never knew were married. Cobie Smulders and Taran Killam. How did the How I Met Your Mother star Cobie Smulders date and marry Saturday Night Live grad Taran Killam without us knowing? It seems like a good game of pool and some jazz music brought them together almost 14 years ago and started their relationship. Killam told Us Weekly in February that they went to a pub in New York called Fat Cat when they were just getting to know each other. They played pool and listened to jazz and finally fell in love while they were there. The couple has been married for 6 years, and in that time, they have been blessed with 2 children, George LeBar and RuPaul. RuPaul and his now husband George LeBar first met on the dance floor of the famous New York City club The Limelight on George's birthday in 1994. The club has since closed its doors. They got married in January 2017. Ru praised LeBar in a 2015 interview with BuzzFeed, saying, "He's so kind and funny. I remember asking, I want a sweet and sensitive man. And to my surprise, God sent me an Australian man who is absolutely delightful." Jason Ralph and Rachel Brosnahan. Early in 2018, fans of The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel found out that the show's star, Rachel Brosnahan, had just gotten married. The actress is married to the actor Jason Ralph, who has appeared on The Magicians on Sci-Fi and Younger on TV Land. "We've been married for years and have been together for even longer," Brosnahan said on the red carpet at the Screen Actors Guild Awards in January. "When word got out that we had just gotten married, we laughed a lot. It was like, happy 6-month anniversary, honey." Kerry Washington and Nnamdi Asomugha. Kerry Washington, who plays Olivia Pope on the show Scandal, is also good at keeping secrets. The actor got married to Nnamdi Asomugha, a former player for the San Francisco 49ers, in 2013. They are now said to have 3 kids together. Washington spoke on a panel at South by Southwest in Austin in 2016 and talked about why she wants to keep her personal life private. "If I don't talk about my personal life, then it means that I don't talk about my personal life," she said. "That means I not only didn't want to tell you I was getting married, but also that if someone spreads rumors about what's going on in my marriage, I don't disprove them because I don't talk about my personal life. That's because I don't talk much about my personal life." Jim Parsons and Todd Spewak. Before getting married in March 2017, The Big Bang Theory star Jim Parsons and his husband Todd Spewak had been together for more than 20 years. In an interview with Stephen Colbert later that same year, the star explained why he and Spewak didn't rush to get married right away. "To be honest, we weren't that interested in the act itself," Parsons said. "We just didn't care that much about it. That might seem insensitive to some, but I finally decided that the best way to celebrate is to throw a party. And then we can move forward with legalizing this thing." But Parsons says that getting married was more meaningful in the moment than he ever could have dreamed. "It's been much more important to me afterward than I ever thought it would be," he said. "It's been much more important to me afterward than it was at the time. You know, I was an adult gay person for a long time when that wasn't possible and my life was fine." Tasha McCauley and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Joseph Gordon-Levitt married Tasha McCauley, a successful businesswoman and robotics expert, in a secret ceremony at their home in December 2014. The actor and McCauley are seen here playing at Seth Rogen's Hollywood Hilarity for Charity event in 2016, which is why they are dressed up. The couple now has to take care of their 2 kids. Not long after the birth of his first child, a son, Gordon-Levitt made it clear that talking about his family was off-limits. "Are you aware that my son is still very young?" During an appearance on Live with Kelly and Michael, Gordon-Levitt said he hasn't made the choice to be in the public eye. "And I'd like him to be able to do that when he's older and can think about these things and decide for himself. I'd like for him to be able to decide for himself when he's older and can think about things like this. So for now, I'm just playing the role of a protective father, and I want to keep his privacy." Marcus Mumford and Carey Mulligan. Carey Mulligan got married to rocker Marcus Mumford in the band Mumford & Sons on a farm in Somerset, England in 2012. They now have 2 kids of their own to take care of. The Sun says that the 2 people were pen pals when they were kids, but they didn't talk to each other again until they were both successful in their careers. In June of 2011, a source told a UK newspaper that Carrie and Marcus had started writing to each other when they were kids. They did this through their churches. Earlier this year, after getting back together as friends, things started to get more serious, and a blossoming romance followed. And now, Carrie Mulligan and Marcus Mumford are expecting their third child, Dave Franco and Allison Brie. Allison Brie and Dave Franco have been married since 2017, but they don't like to talk much about their private lives. During an interview with the Sunday Times in June 2018, Brie called her marriage to Franco super mellow. "We spend time together in the evenings." She said that all we do is hang out to explain it. "Having a partner in my life who was so loving and supportive, and knowing that he will always love me no matter what, makes me feel like I've finally found the one." Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley. In December 2016, Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley, a film director and screenwriter, got married in a small ceremony in Byron Bay, Australia. In an interview with Porter magazine in November of this year, the actress from Suicide Squad talked about how marriage has changed her in good ways. Robbie said, "Being married is actually the most fun thing ever. Life got a lot more fun for some reason. Because I'm someone's wife, I have a duty to that person, and that's why I want to get better." Robin Wright and Clement Garaudet. In August of 2018, House of Cards star Robin Wright and Clement Garaudet, who works for the fashion house Saint Laurent as a VIP relations manager, got married in the countryside of France. On their honeymoon on the Spanish island of Ibiza, where they had just had an unplanned wedding, the newlyweds were caught on tape. Unfortunately, Robin Wright filed for divorce from Clement in September 2022. David Rukland and Alana Glazer. In February 2017, Broad City star Alana Glazer married the scientist David Rukland, who she had been with for a long time. In 2017, Glazer talked about how they fell in love at first sight on Live with Kelly and Ryan. She was telling the truth when she said, "He's in science, so he doesn't know comedy. When we met in New York City's Washington Square Park, we just looked at each other, and I thought, darn, at that moment." They welcomed their first child in 2021, Jamie Lee Curtis and Christopher Guest. Jamie Lee Curtis and Christopher Guest, who is known for making mockumentaries, have been married for 36 years. During an interview with The Guardian in 2016, Guest joked that his wife had picked him out of a magazine. She told her friend, "I'm going to marry that guy," he said. She will get married to that guy. She said that original photo is still framed and hanging in our house. That was all from this video. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you soon.